Okay, come back next day and to show you here, these are the parts that came with it. As you can see, I've got it relatively clean here. Got rid of some of that mud that was underneath here, underneath the subframes. And show you here. So, these are some of the parts. I don't know where this bracket goes, but I'm going to have to see if I can figure it out. It's the charger. It comes with a couple of batteries. That's the sill. Don't know why they took that off. The two sills there. And that's the other battery there. RC2000. And this is the remote controller. A bit filthy and the aerial's broken off it. So I'm obviously going to be having a look at that. See if it works. And it came with a couple of screws and what's not in this tub. And I think this is the transmitter here. Controls the steering and the brakes and the rev, acceleration. First thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the exhaust off because it looks a bit untidy. So it's just two screws on the bottom of the engine, side of the engine, sorry, or the bottom of the engine, and it comes off like so. So undone the bracket. That's what it looks like. That looks untidy there. So I've stripped it down. I'm just going to spray this tail section black, and the canister I'm going to spray that silver, or the baffle cover. There's a hole there which I'm just going to put a big nut and bolt in it before. I'm just going to put a smaller one in, you see there. And I'm going to obviously find a gasket that will fit. There's no gaskets fitted to this. Okay, this module here controls the brake and the acceleration, and it's nothing's in place, not in situ. So I'm just going to pop it back in from the research, and it apparently goes into this little section here. It slots in with 4 screws to hold it in place. Okay, so that's fitted in, and then you've got these wires here for the accelerator, brake and the steering, which connects to this receiver here. Top one's for the battery, and then you've got 3 channels on it. Controls the steering. It's got the antenna on it as well. I'm going to show you here. Plug the battery into it. We've still got a bit of juice in it. So this red light comes on, which is a good sign that this unit's working. Well, I'll have to get that out later. This bracket here, I've discovered that it goes down here with the 4 screws. I think it holds the roll bar in place. See there, put that in place. This is the cover. The transmitter goes into this little section here, and then this cover covers the whole thing, and the aerial sits at the top. And the fuel tank, I took it off and gave it a clean, and made sure the filter inside is okay. So I'm just screwing it back together. I'm just refitting the tank, which I've done before. Got it nice and clean there. And this is the roll bar. Put the screws loose on it. And then here I took I wasn't too sure what this was. It's the brake caliper. So it works. Got a couple of brake discs in there, brake pads, sorry. And this is the brake disc on the one side, on the near side. So I'll just pop that back on and screw it back together. I was just curious as to what it was. And it's the brake caliper. And then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do the carburetor, give it a clean. More than likely it's blocked. It's the carburetor move there. It's just a 2-stroke carburetor, same as you get with lawnmowers, with petrol streamers, sorry, and your head streamers, chainsaws. So I've got a kit for it. Might not need it. A gasket kit. But what I'm doing here is disassembling the whole thing and just moving this gasket here for the float chamber, and you can see me just removing needle. That's the needle that's for that, the float chamber. But what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to get close up there, going to give the whole thing a clean. More than likely, probably bunged up. Just undoing the adjustment screws, I think it's high and low screws. So I'm just blowing out all the holes in the carburetor, and then I'm going to fit it all back together. And show you here. Put the float needle back in. The action there. A little bit fiddly this part. Remove it to give it a clean, obviously. And these are the gaskets and the diaphragm for the carburetor. Just going to put them back in. I've got a replacement set, but they weren't needed. And then it's just now put the screw in the bottom here, just to finish off putting the carburetor back together. Now that will give it a clean out, and it just fits under the top here with 2 screws. Just tighten them down, and then I'm going to make a air filter for it. It's just a sponge. It's got to cut it to the right size. There's nothing in there before. Okay, so that's the modified air filter. Like I said, it's just a piece of sponge. Stop all the crap being sucked into the engine. And just put the cover back on like so. So that's the carburation, pretty much complete. Now, let's give it a test. And I've managed to get it running. I've just got to tune it, get it running correctly. Adjust the high and the low screws on the side, as well as the screws for the revs also. They're ticking over, and that's pretty much done there. Pretty much got it running how I want. Let's see, I'll put a bit of fuel in the tank. Yep, that's muzzle cranky, that seems to be working fine. And it ticks over nicely without cutting out. Okay, turn to the remote controller. This is the remote control. Like I said, the aerials are broken off. So what I'm going to do is just pop some battery inside, see what I can get. And it takes 12 of these batteries here. Sorry, it takes 8. And I've got them inserted there. Cover back on. As you can see, there's no power at all. So this unit's dead. So what I'm going to do is strip the unit down, see what's going on inside. Just move the back cover there, see what's going on inside here. See why there's no power. Straight away I found there's a plug here. One of the wires have come off, and let me just show you here. I'll just freeze frame and show you that. It's gone green and one of the pins have come off. So I think there's been a bit of water damage in here, and it's caused the wires to rot away. Okay, so I managed to put another set of wires in, welded, soldered them on, and just put some shrink wrap around it. So I'm just heating up the heat shrink to cover the solder inside. And I'll just put the whole thing back together, and straight away you can see now we've got power. So that's working fine, the controller. So let me just show you here, recap. This is the complete thing. I've got the remote control working, the roll bar, as you can see there. Clean the carburetor, painted the exhaust, as you can see here. It was gold before, gold and silver. And clean the fuel tank. And got the unit fully assembled here with all the parts that were supplied. So now I'm just going to test it, just crack the engine, get it up and running, and I'm just going to test it in this park. And it seems to run okay. Took it out for about an hour or so, run fine. A little bit hard to steer, but managed to solve it. Little accident here. Okay, that's pretty much concludes. So with that, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.